Do our group presentation on open source firewalls, and our group consists of Daniel, Jordan, myself, Jay, and Ricardo. So the firewall that I researched is called the uncomplicated firewall, and it's exactly what it sounds. It's a very simple firewall. And when thinking about internet security, there's different software that you can use. There's firewalls, there's antivirus, and anti-malware. And a firewall, um, all it's doing is controlling the flow of the network activity and allowing or not allowing network traffic to the computer or out of the computer according to a set of rules. So the difference there from like antivirus and anti-malware is those kind of softwares actually look into the data coming in and out and look for code that might be malicious, whereas a firewall, it's just simple. Just a simple firewall is really just only letting things in or out or blocking things. So it's an open source framework for creating and managing Linux firewalls. And I found that it also has a GUI that you can install, and that's recommended for beginners. It's very simple to use, and that's why I liked it. So with this software, it basically lets you set your own custom rules for either allowing traffic in, denying traffic, rejecting traffic, which is like denying it, but then I guess it sends information back just saying that it was rejected to whoever tried to make the connection. And then limiting is if a connection attempts to initiate like 6 or more times within 30 seconds, then it stops that connection. So this is actually the one that we're going to demonstrate. So I put it on Ubuntu here. To get it, you just go to the application downloader and then just search GUFW. And I've already installed it, but this is what it looks like. And then once you install it, it asks for a password. And then it comes up. So again, this is like really simple to use. All you do is you turn it on here, and then you can have different profiles for different settings, like if you want different settings for public or at home or office. And so the default is to deny any incoming network traffic and allow all outgoing traffic. And here under rules, this is where you can customize what's allowed and what's not allowed. So the example that I'm going to show is insecure web pages go through port 80. So what you could do if you like really wanted to lock things down. Sorry, I should mention here the pre-configured, you can actually select like different applications that are commonly used, but we're just going to do this here. So you can give it a name. So we'll say unsecure websites. We'll say we want to deny access both inbound and outbound, and then through any protocol, and then that was port 80. So if I hit add there, you can see it come up in the background that those rules have been set. So then if I go to the internet, right away you can see that it's not being able to connect. But if you go to like a secure address, which Google is, then it lets you in. So just like one more example, if you were just going to like lds.org without the secure connection, it doesn't let that traffic through. Eventually it gives you like an error page, But if you go to the secure website, oh, whoops. Oh, put too many T's in there. And it should, yeah, it lets you in. So then if we went back here and turned the firewall off, now you saw this other one ended up loading. So that is how that works. It's very simple.
Okay, so Ricardo here, Ricardo was unable to attend our presentation, and so we'll be going over his selected firewall, OPN Sense Firewall. This is a firewall that was founded rather recently in the Netherlands, developed by Desio BV. It's real open source and licensed under an open source initiative approved license. It's got full support with business networks, school networks, hotel and camping, etc. A nice part of it is it's got a free online user and development manual. One thing about OPN Sense is it has a very responsive design that can be used upon desktop, mobile, or tablet.
Okay, and then the next slide that we have for Ricardo talks about the benefits of OPN Sense. It's said to have a stateful inspection firewall, which is customizable, a traffic shaper, which allows you to have bandwidth control, a captive portal, which gives you enhanced security. It has a VPN network extension. It has a high availability hardware failover. Some of the security features is it's an intrusion prevention and detection. It has backup and restore, both physical drive and on the cloud storage. It gives you some system data and statistics of your operating system, and it gives you scheduled updates, which allows you to keep it up to date. Okay, now we're going to go next to Jordan.
So the firewall that I chose to research is a little bit of an older firewall. IPCOP is the one I chose. It's a Linux distribution built on a net filter framework. IPFire is another firewall that is similar that was distributed, but it's been forked in 2005 since the development of the IPCOP project grew a little stagnant. Once again, it is also open source. The creators, it's kind of a diverse group of people all over the world. They make up the IPCOP team. And the user interface, something very interesting, is it's available in 35 languages due to its popularity and how long it's been around. The latest stable branch was released in 2009 with the most current version being 2.1.9. One interesting thing about IPCOP is it won the InfoWorld Magazine Bossy Award for Innovation for Open Source in 2007, just to show how popular and useful it's been. It has various licenses and can be found at www.ipcop.org.
Okay, so I'm up next with Smoothwall. So this was established in 2000, and it was eventually, so Smoothwall is like the company, and they developed a product called Express. Just to go through an overview of some of the different features, it includes its own security-hardened GNU Linux operating system. It's got an easy-to-use web interface, and then I'll go briefly through kind of how it evolved a little bit. So version 0.9.9 was a major milestone because it allowed the introduction of a GUI so that non-Linux people could set it up and use it. The alpha version of Express 3, which is so now they have the stable version of Express 3, made it easy for developers to design their own security components. The current stable version of Express is a product of the open source community and many developers contributing to it. And it said that today the Smoothwall community has grown to almost 17,000 forum members. It's got kind of the generic features that you would see in pretty much any firewall. It supports LAN, DMZ, and wireless networks. It's got outbound filtering. It allows you to do both blacklisting and whitelisting. It's got web proxy for accelerated browsing. It's got antivirus for email proxy. And then I included a picture here just to kind of show the GUI. And it also makes it clear that it uses AJAX techniques, which allows instant feedback without having to reload the page. And that allows you to have things such as real-time traffic graphs. So this has been our group presentation. Thank you for watching, and feel free to comment. Thank you very much.